Ethereum Foundation just sold 30 million of ETH. Okay, why? Why did they do it? And more importantly, is this a top indicator? Because the last time the Ethereum Foundation sold, unfortunately, was right at the very top. Very top indeed. Last time they sold 20,000 ETH. This was back in November 2021. Okay, they sold basically at top. Exact top at 48.50, and of course what happened afterwards? Well, Ethereum went on and declined 80%. So that's why there's some fears that does the Ethereum Foundation know something, right? Why did they sell at that point last time? Maybe they knew themselves. Yeah, this was the peak. This is the top, right? So do they also think that 2,000 right now is the local top, which is why they're selling this much? We don't know. We don't know. Or maybe it was just a coincidence. They just decided they needed to sell, right? But why are they selling? Well, I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Consensus is part of Ethereum Foundation, Vitalik, and there's other people that's involved, right? Maybe they just need some funding. They need some cash to go on. Who knows? Who knows what the true intentions are, right? But nevertheless, they sent 30 million ETH, $30 million worth of ETH to Kraken, and it's a done deal. It's a done deal, right? But is this really a true top indicator? In my opinion, no. Because the market is led by Bitcoin, and this is certainly no top for Bitcoin. It's nowhere close. Not even the for this year, that recovery pump. I mean, we haven't really seen it yet, right? I just got done talking about going to 40, 50, 60,000 before we come back down. We're nowhere close to that. If Bitcoin pumped out to 60,000 by, if we were at 60,000 Bitcoin right now, then I would say, yeah, maybe this makes sense. That this could be a local top indicator and we may be sliding down a little bit. But the fact that Bitcoin is barely at 29,000, right? No, this is definitely not a mid-cycle or temporary top by any means. So do I think this is the top for Ethereum? No, I don't think so. I think they just decided to sell because they needed to sell. It's really that simple. And it's $30 million worth of ETH all that big? I mean, no, considering that Ethereum is 231 billion. So 30 million from 231 billion is nothing. It's less than a pocket change. It's less than change you could find in your pockets, relatively speaking, right? So it's not a big deal, but of course people are discussing it, so I thought I would mention that. But you know what? Oh, this is a headline from 2021. Right? This was exactly when Ethereum Foundation sold last time. Cosmo's been talking about this replicated security because, you know what? It's expensive and complicated to come out with their own L1. So Cosmos has this new feature called replicated security. It's actually a way to give more value to Atom too. So L1s like this one, Neutron, will be the first chain that could rent security from the main chain, which is Cosmos, right? That's actually kind of interesting. But it gives, again, more use case for Atom. So it makes it more important. And hopefully this kind of fixes the token economics a little bit for Atom. But also, in addition, they are coming out with liquid staking. Because one of the big nuisance, I guess, for Cosmos is the fact that you can't unstake for 21 days. Most chains like 3 to 7 days. If you unstake Cosmos, you got to wait 21 stinking days, right? But they're going to introduce liquid staking so that you can you could do liquid staking and take on synthetic version right away. So that's pretty positive. That's pretty positive. And also, this is what Cosmos looks like. You got a whole bunch of L1s within the ecosystem, and it's growing. And some of the biggest ones you guys have heard of before. Injective, Secret, you have Crypto.com, Axelar, and Osmosis, and there's many others that are within the space, right? So it's a big ecosystem and only getting bigger. And this is showing all the communication, IBC, inter-blockchain communications, that's going around everywhere right now. Cardano. Charles Hoskinson, not a fan of XRP community. They continue to mock and hate him, according to Charles Hoskinson. I don't know the exact history there, but it has something to do with something that Charles said before in terms of why XRP or why Ripple is being sued. And ever since then, the community does not like him. I don't know why. Does it even matter? I don't know. I don't even know why it matters, but I thought I'd bring it up because there are still a lot of whales buying, despite the fact Cardano has been a little weak recently, but kind of like Bitcoin. The strength of the ADA holders, strong, very, very strong. And they are getting ready to launch their Hydra, or they did launch reverse Hydra, but basically they're going to launch a whole bunch of chains that will scale Cardano infinitely. Right now, Cardano is not very scalable, not very fast. It can handle about 250 transactions, but the whole point of Hydra is you can have a whole bunch of side chains, and then that will basically make it so that, you know, Cardano can scale infinitely. As far as I know, that's the plan, right? So it's coming. It's coming. So once Cardano can scale, well, then maybe this DeFi ecosystem, the TVL, you know, all the good stuff that the other chains enjoy, maybe they're going to come in waves to Cardano. And ultimately, that just go help Cardano, right? Meme coins are supposed to be fun, lovable, right? For degens, whatever. Recently, there's a lot of people that are degen. That's okay because it's boring, right? The market is boring. You want to take a risk. Something's exciting. Fine. But Coinbase, all of a sudden, I didn't get this. First of all, I don't have an account on Coinbase. Maybe that's why I didn't get an email. I don't know how many of you guys got an email from Coinbase that's talking about Pepe and how it's a hate symbol. This is the first time I've ever heard of this. So what you should know about Pepe, the meme coin of the moment, okay? Pepe was released, okay, 3 weeks ago, blah, 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 okay? And then, over time, look at the last one, over time has become co-opted as a hate symbol by alt-right groups. I don't know. I've never heard that before. And I don't know why Coinbase decided to do this now. Maybe because they're jealous that they didn't list Pepe and everyone else did. Even Gemini did, right? I'm not sure where this came from. So now you got all this, you know, you got this delete Coinbase hashtag on Twitter and everyone's really pissed off. I mean, again, if you don't like Pepe, you don't, you know, just don't list them. But I don't know why or who decided it was a good idea to send an email to all of their customers telling them that Pepe is a hate symbol. I mean, just yesterday, I was talking to one guy from Bitcoin Magazine who's hosting Bitcoin 2023, and he was talking about an art gallery, and they usually have a giant Pepe art thing, and they all love it. Like everyone, you know, it's just a meme. I don't quite get it. Speaking of meme coins, Pepe, Gemini jumped in. I believe they are the very first American exchange that actually allows Pepe buying and trading. I believe. I don't think Binance.us have it or Coinbase or Kraken. And you can see their tweets. Nothing but Pepe. All Pepe. Right? So they're really high up on Pepe trying to get people involved. And obviously all the other foreign exchanges already listed it. Meme coins definitely very hot right now. There are a ton. And even on Bitcoin, BRC20 with ordinals, inscriptions. You have Pepe on Bitcoin now too. It's just absolutely exploding. And I think it's good because, again, it brings usage to Bitcoin in terms of BRC20 standard. Brings more usage to Bitcoin, which is great. It's causing some excitement, right? Even though we know we can't rely on meme coins to pump up to the moon, right? And there's no utility. We all know that, but everyone in the chat kind of agrees with me. At least it's something to look forward to. Though Kwon is set to be released on bail for his passport forgery. He's paying $435,000. After bail, he will be basically staying in his apartment and he can't leave. And that's the latest for Do Kwon. And then someone else is suing, not Do Kwon, but Jump Trading, accusing them of depegging the UST. Interesting. Everyone thought maybe it was FTX, and it could still be FTX or SBF, right? But now this throws another theory, I guess. Yeah, that it wasn't FBF and FTX. It was actually this company called Jump Trading. And they benefited by 1.3 billion by depegging the UST and causing it to crash. We'll see. We'll see if this is true.